Halo teman-teman, kembali lagi dengan aku Lala. Hari ini kita akan bermain game Choice The Royal Romance. Swear udah lama banget nggak main The Royal Romance ini karena ada memories pas itu. Lagi pingin aja sekarang. He watched you to the door of the grand ballroom. Ini ceritanya kan kita ikut Take Me Out tapi versi royalty. One other thing I should mention, as soon as you enter, you'll tell the herald your name and title so that you can be announced. What is my title? You don't really have one, but since my family is sponsoring you, then you could technically be considered a lady. Or we could go with your hometown. I guess I should have asked before. What's your last name? I don't know. What is my last name? Royal. Lala Royal. Well, it's not as classic a name as Catherine Elizabeth Middleton, but it'll do. The door to the grand ballroom are thrown open, and you make your entrance. The herald announces Maxwell and then turns to you. Please announce me as Lady Lala Royal. And you walk into the ballroom. I got to talk to Bernard for a second. You'll be okay on your own, right? Just mingle. Mingle? Right, I can do that. Looking out across the ballroom, you see Drake standing alone, and on the other side, Hannah and a group of finely dressed ladies. Let's talk to Hannah first. Hello again. I'm glad to see you made it. Thanks. So, this is the masquerade. What do you think of it? A little overwhelming. I know what you mean. I've been coming to this even since I was a little girl, so it never got easier. To be honest, it got more complicated. At least as a child, I could run around and have a little fun. Who say we cannot do that now? Believe me, it caused quite a scandal. She's about to say more when someone catch her eye from across the room. Please excuse me, there's someone I need to greet, but maybe we can talk later? You nod and walk over to where Drake is standing alone. As you approach Drake, he nods and gives you a stiff pull. Good evening, my lady. So, you do have manner. Lala, is that you? Yeah, you didn't recognize me? I was caught off guard. You clean up well. Drake, was that actually a compliment? No. Looking the part doesn't mean you're going to be welcome here, you know. Ew, what the heck are you even saying that? Well, you're as charming as ever. Ha, compared to most of the nobles here, I'm your best friend. Drake, everyone here's been perfectly nice. Sure, to your face. You don't want to know what they're probably saying about you behind your back. How can you say that? Aren't the nobles your friends too? I'm friend with Prince Liam. I'm not here for the rest of them. What about Maxwell? He's the one sponsoring me. Look, you don't know him like I do. You don't know any of them like I do. Ahem. Pardon me, but I absolutely must steal her away. The strange woman takes your arm and pulls you off. Hey! Forgive me for being forward, but I've never seen you here before. I always notice when the herald announces a new name. I make it a point to know all of the ladies at the court. I'm Lady Olivia van der Word Nevracus, Duchess of Lyticus. Lady Lala Royal, I cannot say I'm familiar with your house. It must be Nouveau. Well, seeing as you're the new girl at court, let me give you some advice. When you're presented to the king, you should kiss his shoes when you courtesy to him. Really? No, it's a lie. It's a lie, damn it. It's Cordonian custom. You show deep respect and reverence for the monarchy. You're so lucky that I was here to warn you. Otherwise, you'd look completely ridiculous. Thanks. Just then, Maxwell rushed back to your side. Prince Liam is here. Ready to see him again? You look across the crowded ballroom, and there he is. Ooh. Do you think he'll be glad to see me? Aku cuma jadi tour guide-nya hanya selama sehari doang. Kayak sebenarnya aku kenapa di sini sih kayak what? Ini beneran kayak Cinderella banget. Only one way to find out. Go talk to him. Will Prince Liam be happy to see you in Cordonia? Find out in the next chapter. Okay. Saya nanti aja dulu. Continue on. Okay, collect. Okay, chapter 3. Reunited. You come face to face with the prince again. Meanwhile, your competition get restless. The Royal Romance. Chapter 3. Reunited. It's the night of the masquerade at the palace. You just spotted Prince Liam across the ballroom, standing alongside the King of Cordonia. I guess this is it. I'm going to talk to him. Great, look like they're ready for you. Now I'm going to present you to King Constantine first. You want to make a good first impression of him, so consider you a worthy match for his son. Then you get your pick changed to talk to him. Okay, I got it. Semoga aja ada pilihan biar aku bisa milih, gak usah nyium kaki. Maxwell steered you over to the king who seated on raised dais. Your Royal Highness, may I present you? Lady Lala Royal? Of course. The king looked expectantly at you. Olivia did tell me to kiss his shoes and I want to impress him. I should... I don't think you should kiss the king's shoes. Courtesy. You drop into low courtesy. Your Highness. It's a pleasure to meet the suitor Lord Maxwell House has chosen. Hope you enjoy your time in Cordonia. Yes! I know it. Thank you. Maxwell escorts you away and you fall in line behind some ladies waiting to see the prince. Lord Maxwell, huh? That's my title. You could refer to me as his lordship from now on if you really want. I like you better as Maxwell. Now, look sharp. You see the line has shortened and you're nearly in front of... Here's your big moment. Don't blow it. Okay? I won't. Maxwell, step aside. You take a deep breath and step forward alone. Hello. You have to forgive me, but I don't think we have met. Oh. And how does the prince greet a beautiful mystery woman? With a kiss on the hand, I hope. Yam take your hand in his and bring it to his lip. Now I believe I know every other lady here, so your very presence is baffling me. I cannot stop my mind from racing. Is she a high-ranking aristocrat from a distant country, or a wealthy woman of the world? So who are you? What bring you here? Oh my god. Semua tebakannya salah, kita cuma tour guide-nya di New York selama 1 hari. You brought me. I think all the women here tonight are here for you. In a manner of speaking, but no one surprised me yet like this. You'll be even more surprised when you figure out the truth. And what is that? No questions yet? Liam stared hard at you for a moment and then his eyes go wide. Lala, I thought I'd never see you again. So, this is a good surprise, I hope? The best. But how did you get here? Maxwell and his brother are sponsoring me. He brought me here to join the other suitor. Really? That's amazing. I cannot believe you came all this way for me. Liam, I know we have something special. I want to see what it can be. I feel the same way. Prince Liam reached out and touched your hand, but after only a moment, his guard cleared his throat. We are not in New York anymore, Lala. The rules here are different. This entire series of events is set up not just to give me time with my potential match, but also to give my parent, the council, and the people of Cordonia time to get to know the future queen. From now on, everyone will be watching you. That sounds like reality TV. I'll be like a Kardashian. What's a Kardashian? Never mind, just know that I can handle this. I'm sure you'll charm them just as you charm me. Certain choice will boost your relationship with the prince. Yam already like you because of your time in New York, but will you fall in love? The choice is yours. Suara aku jadi bingung mau sama Liam atau Arden itu. Unfortunately, the receiving line isn't the best place to talk. We only have a few more minutes before the next lady arrives. In that case, I want to know, are you glad I came? How could you even ask? I'm thrilled. I've been looking forward to seeing you at all of the event. I just hope you don't regret coming here. Just then the next noble lady approached. Sorry, our time is up. I understand. We really aren't in New York anymore, are we? No. I hope I'll see you again later tonight, if you'll save a dance for me. Maxwell joined as you walk away from the prince. Liam looked real happy to see you. Yeah, but is that going to be enough? Also have to impress the royal court and the people of Cordonia. Don't worry, you'll have plenty of time for that. And my brother Bertemu and I will be there to help you every step of the way. Remember, we want you to win this thing. Right. For now, it'd be a good start to get to know the other courtly ladies. They are a competition, but you might be able to make some of them your allies. Burton and I are helpful, but the more people you can get on your side, the better. I am on it. Kudu ke Olivia apa Cornelia? Siapa itu yang ngomong kita harus cium kakinya raja? Nggak mungkin itu. Waving at Maxwell, you walk outside and join Olivia, Hannah, and the other noble ladies as they drink from an ornate table display. Hiya, Olivia. Lala, you were awfully familiar with the prince. You didn't say that you knew him. Can we go back to how you lied to me about kissing the king's shoes? Ha ha ha! That was hilarious, wasn't it? Come now, you cannot begrudge me for a little prank. You are the new girl after all. Well, hazing over. It's over when I say it's over. Listen, You should know that whatever happened between you and Liam, you don't really have a change with him. You may have been able to capture his attention when it was just the two of you, but you cannot keep up with the ladies here. We are from the finest family in Europe, and we have been training and preparing our whole life to marry a prince. You cannot just waltz in here at the last minute and steal him from us. Kiara here is the daughter of diplomat and is fluent in 10 languages. Le prince va tomber amoureux de moi. Fell in love can track her lineage back through 600 years of royalty.
Okay.
It's an honor to represent my people here. Even Hannah's been training to learn the courtly grace of conversation and seduction. Thanks. But if anyone got the inside track with Prince Liam, it's you, Olivia. You know him his entire life. It's true. We grew up at the palace together as childhood friends. Before his older brother abdicated, it was just assumed Liam and I will be married one day. I got no intention of losing him to one of you. Harpies. No offense. Wait a second. I cannot believe the rest of you let Olivia talk like this. She's only stating the fact. There's no point in being emotional about this. We all knew what we were getting ourselves into when we came here, Lala. Didn't you? Don't worry, ladies. I'm sure little Lala will learn her place here eventually.
Suara nyebelin banget sih Olivia, pusat dah. Ini cerita otome dia tuh yang jadi villain ya.
Or else, I'll make her life a living hell.
And what exactly do you think my place is here?
Oh, somewhere below Penelope and Kiara. But you know what? Probably above Hannah. Though I'm surprised Hannah here at all after what I hear about her last attempt at an engagement. Olivia! Well, we all know that your family will throw you at any available bachelor as long as it means you can claim another rung up on the social ladder. But honestly, it's a bit to expect that Prince Liam is going to accept damaged goods.
What the heck?
You see Hannah's face turn bright red. I need to. Excuse me. Hannah pushed past everyone, but you catch her right before she goes inside. Hannah, wait. I'll go with you. That's awful sweet, but I'll be fine. She shook her head and walked through the door to the palace. You turn to Olivia. Girls like her shouldn't bother being here if they cannot handle the truth. Olivia, you're acting like a child, not a queen. If this is how you behave, I will not trust you with child-proof Caesar, let alone a kingdom. You can't.
Eat where it hurt. You shut Olivia up for now.
I just did. If you'll excuse me, I'm going after Hannah.
Kurang ajar memang aja nih.
You rush after Hannah and see her dashing down the hall into her room.
Momo.
You find Hannah in her bedroom, tears running down her face. Lala, what are you doing here? I want to give you a hug. You look like you could use one. Hannah bits her lip and tentatively leaned into the open arm. After a moment, she pulled away. I really needed that. Thank you. It's the least I could do. I knew I should not let Olivia bother me. You probably think I'm making a fool of myself. I think you're being human.
I mean, you have to be a robot to not let Olivia get under your skin when she talk to you like that.
Hey, I guess you're right. The real problem is Olivia is right.
Last year's, my parents arranged a very advantageous match for me, but only a few weeks before the wedding, the groom pulled out of the arrangement. Oh my god! It was handled quietly, but it was still regarded as rather scandalous. Since then, my parents have been desperate for me to find another match. They all but threw me into this competition. I thought Cordonia was far away enough that I could escape my past, but it looked like still more have followed me here. Hannah, who cares about your past? You're here now. You might as well make the most of it. You're right. I just wish Olivia wouldn't have said that in front of everyone. At the heart of it, I think we both know why Olivia singled you out. Why? Olivia bullied you because you're her biggest threat. Look at yourself. You're Georgia's, well composed, compassionate, articulate, all of the things that Olivia isn't. I don't know. She's kind of Georgia's. Okay, maybe I give her that one, but you're clearly a front runner for the prince choice. It's no wonder Olivia threatened by you. But you're not. I'm not like Olivia. Well, Lala, I see that I found myself in your debt already. It's not a big deal. On the contrary, your words have spoken volume about your character. I won't forget this. Oh, kita dapat teman, ya ampun, seneng banget. She wiped at her face and tried to smile. I must look a mess. Hannah, noting a quick touch-up won't fix. Hannah notes turning to a vanity mirror where she dabbed at her eyes and reapplied some makeup. There, much better. You comfort Hannah, your relationship will be affected. Lean on me. Ready to go back? Yes. So sweet. As you step back into the ballroom, you hear the opening strain of waltz begin to play and Maxwell run up to you. Lala, there you are. The last dance is starting up and I think you and Liam deserve this one. You turn to see Liam talking to Penelope. And of course, you're looking dancing tonight. It might be a little rude to call in, but say no more. I know what to do. Dan peachy banget ya. William save you the last dance final in the next chapter. Oh my god. Oke, The Royal Romance Book 1 ini udah chapter 4. Save the Last Dance. You snag the last dance with the prince and properly meet your house, the Duke. Okay. The Royal Romance. Chapter 4, Save the Last Dance. It's the night of the masquerade at the palace. Sir, ini kayak ceritanya itu dongeng banget loh. Kayak dulu pas kecil kita biasanya, aku kayak gitu sih, nggak tahu kalian. Itu kayak berpikir gimana ya kalau kita tuh bisa dapet suami atau pacar seorang prince. Ya ampun, kalian lihat Cinderella, okay? You're walking over to the prince to claim the last dance of the evening, and you find him talking to Lady Penelope as you approach. And that's how my family acquired its 5th golden poodle status. Okay. I can relate. Don't get me started on the Queen's antique goblet collection. Excuse me, Liam. I believe this is my dance. Of course. Thank you for reminding me. He turns to Penelope with an apologetic smile. Unfortunately, I had a prior commitment. Of course. She walked off the dance floor and Liam turns to you. Thank you for extracting me from that conversation. It was proving difficult to escape. Oh my god! Medal for poodle, okay? Happy to help. Shall we dance? The orchestra play a dreamy waltz as Prince Liam take your hand. I don't. I'm not sure I know the step. Just follow my lead. With Liam's strong arms around you, you easily match his movement. You're an amazing dancer. My parents will be thrilled to hear that all those years of dance lesson paid off. I'm very glad that I got a moment alone with you, Lala. Well, relatively alone. There's only about 100 people watching us right now. Unfortunately, it's about as much privacy as we might expect. Though I do have a trick up my sleeve. He watched you across the ballroom floor and waltzed the two of you out a set of French door to an occupied balcony. Oh, we can get a little more privacy out here at least. Nice move. I try. No, I want to know how you are. I trust you're being well taken care of here. Maxwell been very sweet so far. He flew me out here and set me up with a room and everything. I haven't met his brother yet. Ah, the Duke. He's different from Maxwell, more serious. But their house has an excellent reputation, mostly due to him. Oh, oke, anak pertama kan si Duke itu. I see. What about what about Cordonia? What do you think of my home so far? Cordonia? Oh, okay. I like it better. If I had more time with you, so far I love it. Really? Aku nggak mau terlalu apa namanya terlalu bohong banget ngomongnya yang kalau ya yang choice ketiga tadi. Really? It's beautiful. I love the architecture, the elegant event, the elegant events, the music. It's like something out of fairy tale. I hope that you will love Cordonia as much as I do. It'd be rather unfortunate for the queen to dislike her kingdom. Alright, I guess that's a pretty important quality in queen to be, especially given Cordonia's recent history. What do you mean? These last few decades have been somewhat rocky for us. The first queen abandoned my father and my older half brother. Oh, I'm not clear on the exact detail, but do you know what she left at least? She couldn't handle the pressure of courtly life. She came from a lesser noble family, so she hadn't been long at court before the marriage. And my own mother passed away when I was still a child. You lost your mother? I'm so sorry. It was a long time ago. And so, the curing queen, she may not be my mother, but she is a wonderful woman who's done her best to lead Cordonia alongside my father. Instability in the monarchy is always dangerous for a small kingdom like ours. Weakened currency, a rise in crime, a drop in tourism, all because of the life of the rulers. So that's why you care so much about finding the right queen? Exactly. I cannot just follow my heart as much as I might want to. There's too much other people I need to think about. Sorry, I didn't mean to burden you with this. Liam, you can tell me anything. I'm here for you. You got a lot resting on your shoulder. True, but I can at least take a moment to sprinkle in tales of my Miss Penyot. I will not mind hearing this either. One summer, when I was only 8, my father decided to throw me into the rigors of governing. He made me sit through hours of meeting for 3 weeks straight. Oh my god, 8 years old. Finally, I couldn't take another minute. I decided to liberate myself. Wait, you play hockey? Yeah, Drake and I stole a monster supply of chocolate from the kitchen and we hide out in the garden. We spent the evening making up games to play in the garden maze. Our best one was maze tag. You can see the entrance to the maze over there by the hedges. Wow. Maze tag? Let me guess. You play tag in the maze? You got it. Not our most cleverly named games, but whoever was it had to run after the other person in the maze. You lost if you were it by the time the other person got to the center. We played that for hours until we nearly collapsed from exhaustion, but we were too stubborn to go back. We used the last of our strength to climb up the tree in the center of the hedges maze and vowed to live out there. We fell asleep in that tree and I only woke up when I fell off the branch. I landed flat on my back, sweating up a storm. I hope this doesn't destroy your images of me as a proper prince. Ya ampun. What, a- what surprised me most is that you know any swear words. You're always so proper. Maybe in front of you. Well, I want to meet the Liam who play hockey and sleep in trees. I miss those carefree summer, but I'm afraid those days are behind me. On the next wall of the walls, Liam guides you through the door to the ballroom. Nah kenapa setelah aku lebih mengerti si Prince ini, aku gundah mau milih siapa? Jangan si Ardin ya, Adrian or Arjun. Oh my god, aku lupa namanya. Itu kita belum tahu siapa apa-apa. Instead, Liam pull you so you're swaying together as gradually the music begins to wind down. The song is coming to an end and the masquerade with it. We'll have to say goodnight soon. Is this how it's going to be for the next few months? Stealing a couple minutes here and there? As I say, things are different here. I should spend some time with the other girls to be fair to them. But believe me when I say I wish this night didn't have to end. Who say has to? I'm very curious about that gleam in your eyes. What are you proposing? Would you like to meet me at the garden maze? Yes, but my bodyguards will never allow me to go out there alone. You will not be alone. I'll be there. They probably like they they probably like that even less. We shouldn't. Then why are you smiling? Because we both know how much I want to. In that case, I'll be out there in 20 minutes. I hope I won't be alone. Lala, yes? The waltz come to an end and everyone in the ballroom applaud. Before you walk away, the Liam spins you close. His head bent towards yours. Oh, I'll see you in 20. Oh my god! 20 minutes later, Liam joined you outside, cutting it a little close there. I was trapped in a conversation about table sitting for tomorrow picnic, but I managed to tear myself away for you. Shall we? You take his arm and head toward the garden together. It really is beautiful here at night. I wish I could take the credit, but the gardens out here were my mother's vision. I think it was her last wish before. Well, sometimes when I stroll this garden at night, I think of her. Then look up at the star. I'm sure she appreciates that. Thanks. The gardens holds a lot of good memories as well. This is where you and Drake play Massacre growing up, right? Yeah, you probably think it's silly, don't you? Sound like a lot of fun. In fact, Tack, you're it, Liam. You clap him on the shoulder and start off running. You hear a loud as Liam starts to run after you. Cheater! Despite your head start, he come close to catching up with you. Up ahead, you can see the maze entrance and the wet grass shortcut straight to it. Ashul, stay on the path. You stay on the path. Liam easily catch up with you. Too slow. He tried to attack you, but you managed to dance out of reach. Nice try. Come and get me. You were thrown the maze just ahead of him. Liam said there was a tree at the center. You navigate the maze twist and turn, heading for the top of the large tree you see in the distance until you round the last corner. Ya ampun, sweet banget. Before you lies a stretched path to the center of the maze where the swings sway prettily from a large tree. Oh, so beautiful gak sih? Wow, you can hear Liam footstep behind you. As you run to the center, you run toward the center. I'm going to win. It's not over until it's over. He ran forward to attack you, but his momentum knocked the two of you off balance. Whoa! You both topple over, lugging as you roll together before coming to stop near the swing. We made it, the center of the maze. And I do believe I win. How do you figure that? Easy, I'm on top. Oh, yeah. I find it's hard to do with that. Then done. He laughs and then his face turns serious as he gazes up at you. Something about you, it just feels right to be around you. Liam, are you sure? Are you sure it isn't just the flower and the twinkling light? I'm positive. I reach up to cup your cheek, his finger warm against your skin. I should kiss him. You lean down, oh, your lips capturing his hand curve around you as he brings you close. And then he shakes himself and pull away. You shouldn't. I don't know what will happen, and I know. Game of love, you choose to kiss the prince in the maze. Oh, game of love. Oh my god. I know. What is it about you, Lala? When you're around, you make me want to break all the rules. Maybe you need someone like that in your life. Maybe I do. This was unexpected, but somehow perfect. You logged more in this maze than you did all night in the masquerade. I guess I really needed this. Thank you. An amazing evening. You spent time with the prince in the maze. Prince Liam. No problem. I had fun too. Will I see you soon? Yes, tomorrow. I'll be very busy, but I'll find the time. I look forward to it. Liam, leave your hand to kiss it. Until then. Ooh! Back in your room, you're about to prepare for bed when there's a knock at your door. You answer it. Maxwell, hey! I know it's late, but there's someone you should meet. Veteran, this is the one I was telling you about, Lala. Maxwell stepped aside to let in an imposing man with a stern expression. This is the girl you've chosen to represent our house. Yep, nailed it right. Lala, this is my older brother, Bertemu. It's nice to meet you. Bertemu, susah banget namanya. The proper way to dress a duke is your grace. Oh, I'm so sorry, Your Grace. Unless it look like you can be trained. Hey, I'm not your pet. He doesn't mean it like that. Maxwell, word with you in private. Bertrand grabs Maxwell's arm and haul him out of your room. Slam the door behind him, but you can finally hear the voice through it. It sounds to me like they're talking about me. I should give them privacy. Aku udah tahu pasti mereka nggak seneng sama aku udah deh. Si Bertrand nggak suka sama aku. Karena kayak cewek biasa banget. Hear some indistinct shouting, but after a few moments the door is thrown open. Sorry to leave you alone, my dear, but I had some important matter to discuss with my brother. While Maxwell been traipsing around with the prince, I've been back here doing the real work of running our house and estate. And that, as it were, is where you come in. Oh, I do? Perhaps Maxwell didn't fully explain this to you, but if our house put forth the prince's choice, will win fame and recognition. Whatever he said. Something we could really use right now actually, cause we're kind of broke. Oh, jadi yang ngesponsori cewek-ceweknya itu nanti kayak dapet uang dan lain-lain. Maxwell, you overstep. Sorry, you're broke? There's no shame in being broke. I've been broke plenty of times. Thanks, Lala. It's entirely different for us. Do you get money if I marry the prince? Not directly, but we can leverage the prestige to create effect. It will be best to get the leverage before others find out our situation. In the circle we're on it, if we're caught out of our financial ruin, it will be scandal. Oh my god. But our name is still worth something in Cordonia at the very least. We can introduce you to the right people, get you invitation to the right event. Only regret that we cannot offer you more. Speaking of which, have you prepared for tomorrow event? Event? That's the derby. You know what a derby is, right? Ores? Aku mikir banget tadi. Biasanya bangsawan apa ya? Very good. It'll be your first opportunity to make an impression on the press. They'll be covering the event. Then they don't get a lot of opportunities to see the royals, so let's jump at this change. Oh, I assume they are important then. Yes, very. Everyone in Cordonia will be influenced by what they write about you. Okay, you're a monarchy, but will serve the people. You need their approval if you're going to become queen. Okay. Speaking of which, you should consider your attire for tomorrow. The queen will be present at the derby, and the right outfit will be a long way to earning her favor. I recommended going for a derby look that's modern to impress the queen. Okay, modern. Okay. I'll keep that in mind. I made up an appointment for you in the morning at the boutique already. Speak more tomorrow right before we head out for the derby. Good night. The next morning, you enter the dress boutique and find Olivia putting on her outfit for the derby. Oh, I'm surprised to see you here. I thought you have gone home by now. Surely you realize that you don't have a chance at winning. Olivia, surely you realize you don't need to hurt others to protect yourself. Huh? It's okay. You don't have to say anything. Look, I know we're set up to be rival, but that doesn't mean we have to dislike each other. But Liam, whatever else is going on, we don't have to hurt each other. I don't know what kind of game you're playing, Lala, but you're not going to fool me. Olivia turned away coolly and strode toward the door, but then pauses. Look, I know you're probably going to embrace us all with your lack of fashion senses later, but try to avoid doing that. You've probably never been to a derby, but you really must look the part. A runaway worth assembly is going to get you noticed by the press. But that's just my recommendation. Uh-huh. Is this like the last time you gave me advice? No, never mind. Forget it. I'll see you at the
races later, race later, and I won't be holding back.
Olivia walked out the boutique and you turned the survey dresses.
Olivia said the press will like something runaway worthy, but Burton wanted me to wear something modern to impress the queen.
Runaway fashion meet derby style. Dazzle the press and outshine the other ladies in this gown. Oh, jadi ini yang Oke. Oke teman-teman, sampai di sini dulu The Royal Romance-nya. Kalau kalian suka video aku, please klik like and subscribe. And I'll see you next time. Bye-bye!